It's always something. Well, just ignore them, they'll go away. Greetings and welcome everyone to another Open Mic Article Raid. Here on Director Arketer Live, I am of course joined already by Chat Manager Gray. Some pests outside the dome. Angry Froman, I'm sorry, no. Angry Froman doesn't appear to be here this evening. Instead we have the Prime Minister of Canada.
Hey, Daddy.
Well, of course, honored that you joined us. Congratulations on your re-election. I don't know how you pulled it off. I expect massive voter fraud, but still, been so surprised and honored that you took the time out of your busy schedule.
Well, naturally, like, the first thing that happened after I won the election is, goddamn, I need to be on Arketer's channel.
Justin Trudeau, everyone. We're also joined by Ezub.
Hello.
And hypothetically, Miss Steam.
Who poisoned me? You assholes.
I had nothing to do with it.
I've been suffering. Someone poisoned me and I've been suffering for days. One of you.
Did you drink Archer's coffee?
I might have switched to work order on accident.
And I just realized that not only is everyone hearing you, you've been redlining this entire time. I'm sure everyone on headphones just loves me right now.
I live.
Well, you're not watching the stream directly, are you? Not with the audio on. That'd be awkward. Hearing yourself and hearing yourself months later.
Well, sometimes just hearing myself once isn't enough.
So,
Boo!
are we good now?
I think we are. In any case, how have you all been since last Saturday when I was gratuitously upstaged by my side quest associates?
Yeah, he made you his bitch.
It's true.
That's
Well,
what he gets paid
it's
for.
my own
though,
fault.
so-
I should never have let him know where to hit that would hurt. That was my mistake. I'll endure.
Steampunk is relevant, damn it.
Numa, yay.
In your time.
Shut up.
I mean, it's getting, like, kind of superseded by cyberpunk now, so...
Transhumanism for the win,
reason-
bitches.
The
Yeah,
only
that's
reason
right.
why Hollywood is going on Cyberpunk at the moment is because you don't have to think about it.
She's got a point, actually.
The uncultured undermensch, am I right, Steam?
So uncultured. But
Shut up, you horse head.
But it's unbelievable. It's just like it's having a good time, and then someone poisoned me, and I think it might be the Ezub, Angry Froman, or Arketer's desperate attempt to get some attraction from me.
I told
Yeah.
you I had nothing to do with it. Unless you drank Archer's coffee, I had nothing to do with it.
Look, I
And I
knocked
can't
over
get
some
hold of her.
papers. I picked them up. I put them back in a random order. Might have been my fault. I don't know.
And I can't poison you because I don't have a license for that, so...
If this had
Checkmate.
coffee in it, I'd be very disturbed right now.
Oh, I just urinate in it once in a while, just to mess with you.
Yeah, no. I'd be very concerned if you've ever been seen on facility property, which you haven't in practice. Aside of that, one occasion I've seen on the monitor, but that doesn't really count.
I literally just took your iPad. You never noticed. It was fantastic.
He does have diplomatic immunity.
It's true.
But
Steam
I'm
can't
not
kill
on-
me.
I've tried. I really tried. I
Usually just ends up with me getting shot.
had to
Fucking
steal a gold toilet from a fancy art museum because Froman destroyed my original toilet.
I sent you cleaning supplies.
You sent a cleaning grenade.
Yeah, it's cleaning supplies. Am I wrong?
Get out of my O'Hara Foundation.
Oh, I'm not
Cleaning
there right now.
grenade.
I'll send you.
So you pull
One
pin,
later.
throw it, and what? I'm guessing it's those Mr. Bubbles from that one commercial. They're
Well,
they're
I mean,
flying
to be
out
fair,
and clean everything directly.
To be fair, like even though the cleaning raid did destroy the entire staff bathroom, it was actually miraculously clean.
It's true. It does good job work.
Yeah,
It just wasn't there
take
anymore.
The grime off. It did take the grime off the walls, but then again, like half the wall was missing. So, you know.
You do
think
question
that's
the
structure-
efficacy of these cleaning grenades in practice, but let's have enough of
Ooh, I
this.
should send you the kitchen gun next.
I was about to ask, will we actually get through a single article today?
I'll
That's
also much
right.
higher this
Who
time,
knows?
especially because I've been thoroughly chafed from last time, so my temper is dangerously short, and I might snap at any moment.
Ooh, sexy.
I
Steven's
just
already
need to,
feeling better.
No, I feel a need to just
I'm
break
not.
into Arc Slot.
I think I need to tighten security. In any case, Fresno, California, Obdulia Sanchez, the woman who live-streamed a deadly DUI crash that killed her sister, was
Right,
arrested.
immediate interruption. Joker is here saying, "Hey, Slappy."
Oh, yay!
Hey, handsome.
What's up, old man?
Greetings, Joker.
Good
So
day,
glad you could drop
Manchester.
by and chat. You're here just in
Stop
time
dying,
to
Steven.
listen to Steam die from being randomly poisoned, apparently. Don't worry, it's like side quest, it won't stick. Obdulia Sanchez, the woman who
Somebody
live...
donate $1 for a healing potion.
Fuck's sake! We couldn't even get started.
I will finish this article, and then we can go back to making random witty cracks that have absolutely nothing to do with it whatsoever. Obdulia Sanchez, the woman who live-streamed a deadly DUI crash that killed her sister, was arrested in Stockton early this morning after a high-speed chase, police say. Police said at 1:30 a.m., officers attempted to stop a vehicle for a vehicle code violation in the area of Rosemary Lane and Picardo Circle in Stockton. The driver failed to yield, leading officers on a short vehicle pursuit. The driver, identified by police as Sanchez, failed to negotiate a turn and drove her car off the roadway. A male passenger ran from the vehicle. Sanchez was taken into custody without incident. A search of the vehicle revealed a loaded firearm, police said. Okay.
It makes the guns that are like with wood anymore. Jesus.
That looks like an old Browning high power.
Oh, that looks pathetic. That is. How can anyone get off on that? Seriously.
You know, it's funny. It doesn't look... Feels like it should be less anemic than that. Something about the photography makes this look like a toy. Sanchez was also arrested for weapons and traffic violations, according to the police. Sanchez was convicted of gross vehicle manslaughter, DUI, and child endangerment after live-streaming the crash that killed her 14-year-old sister, Jacqueline, back in 2017. Clearly they haven't learned a damn thing. The live stream showed Sanchez behind the wheel, and the moment she veered off the road near Los Baños and flipped her car. Her sister and sister's friend were ejected. Despite being sentenced to more than 6 years, Sanchez would serve less than half of that before being released on parole in late September. So, they really haven't learned a damn thing, or else now they just have a death wish.
It's
If
possible.
I live streamed drunkenly get into a crash that ejected a sibling out of their vehicle and killed them, I'd probably have a death wish too.
Well, once you've done that, you have to have something to follow it up with, so why not go to this stream?
She wasn't at her grand finale yet.
I thought you already had a death wish. I mean, like, you hang around with me quite often.
I do that too. I don't have a death wish. I just have a lull wish.
You,
I don't
Man,
know.
I
we
shoot
got-
you every single day, Furman. You just
Mad
don't
Metal
like-
Man in chat saying, "Sadly, I can't stick around, but wanted to jump in and say hi to all the lovely meat snacks out there."
Oh, greetings, Mad Metal Man. Thanks for dropping by. I'll have them back on sometime. They're a good demon.
Yes,
Yes.
I would agree.
Hypothetically. Quite striking, really. If they had more time, they'd probably been an excellent addition to the side quest cast themselves. Alas. Okay, so
You need the tits, Arketer. Otherwise, it's a sausage fest.
I can supply the tits.
Okay, yeah.
We
We
don't
don't want to
have to
see those
buy the
again.
Pagana.
Froman. Keep them put away.
Yeah, Froman has the tits. There you go.
I
Yeah,
can
but
make
right
it
now
happen.
it looks like they'll probably be sagging all the way down to his knees.
Whose milkshake will bring all the boys to the yard? You decide.
Of course,
And
mine.
their right is better than yours.
Damn right.
I may be a
Chat,
bit
one
leery.
for Froman and 2 for Steam. Whose milkshake will bring the boys to the yard?
No, it's definitely
Hmm.
Froman.
How many
I'm
contrarian
sure.
ones are we going to get? That's what I want to know. Mind you, if this is the first time tuning in, they aren't able to see Steam's rack, so I assume they might not know any better.
Oh,
I'll have to go by what they
people-
can see from
Apparently-
Froman
Oh,
here.
The people don't want to see me. I had to go through a lot of electric shock therapy in order for my heart to stop stopping.
To stop
Well,
stopping?
You've already got a 2, so that's 1 for Steam.
Yeah, no
No,
one's in comparison is going to vote other than 2. Let's just be fair about that. One will add viewers, one will remove viewers.
Listen, Arketer, I'm the entertainment and you're the eye candy. That's quite obvious. Like,
I'm just the candy man.
Doubt.
Who can take the sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew.
dew.
Something
The candy
tasers.
man can.
Cover it with chocolate and a miracle or two. The candy man. Oh, the candy man can.
Always turn it into a fucking musical.
Oh, I haven't even made the musical yet. You want me to get the strip going?
No.
Please,
one
God,
wants
no.
that.
Back to the article.
Indeed. Video. Brick bounces off glass, smacks would-be burglar in head. I think I've seen this footage before.
I love it so much. Because, like, he does an epic spin after he gets hit. And it's just...
Apparently demand for the video is high. Or just
There's
broken.
a GIF on the Discord.
Hmm.
Like, it's a GIF on Discord.
Where
If
is
you
it?
look up the article. Like, the article has it as a GIF. I can just send it to you, though.
Oh, I can dig it up, I'm pretty sure. Or have you already done it?
I have just done it.
Oh, the toilet grenade.
Yes, the fucking toilet grenade.
There you go. I just sent it to you.
Do you know how much we had to steal in order to fix the fucking toilets because of you?
Well, I guess it just shows you that bathroom humor is just fantastic.
Was the toilet grenade shaped like the stick grenades? It's like a little plunger.
Well,
Yes.
see,
Instead
yeah.
of hand grenade.
You know what? We'll just play the video, I think. Besides, after all, this isn't happening. The animated GIF that's
Fair.
in the short version, you've got to be kidding me.
This site can't be reached.
That's fun.
This toilet is so hard to clean. There must be an easier way.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum, and I'm declaring
awkward
war
silence.
on toilets with new toilet grenade.
Yeah.
Just pull the pin, pop it in the
Oh,
bowl,
the toilet grenade.
put the lid
It's not
down,
awkward silence for the stream.
and let toilet grenade do the rest. Bang! And the lime scale's gone. Toilet grenade, bang, and the germs are gone. And now new travel toilet grenade for foreign lime scale.
I see. So that's the cleaning grenade.
Yes.
It's not as good as kitchen gun. But
No. Kitchen gun is objectively better.
I love kitchen gun.
Ah, I wish it only cleaned the toilet.
I just
Well,
love
help
the
with that
ending.
giraffe.
Well, it's
Oh,
up to the
night
tool to
vision.
choose when you absolutely refuse to clean the toilet ever again. Intended burglary in Sweetland, Maryland went all wrong, and suspect's brick ricocheted off bulletproof glass and smashed into his head. Police are calling the bad luck bandit. The suspect shattered the front glass to get inside a area of a takeout restaurant, police said. Surveillance video then shows him trying to break through a window to the back room. The suspect lobbed the brick once, then twice, but the bulletproof glass resisted. He wound up his pitch for a third attempt and flung the brick into the window. It bounced back. I can't speak today for some reason. The suspect flinched, but was too late. The brick smacked him in the head, sending him to his hands and knees. He tried to pick himself and the brick up again before realizing the extent of his pain. Video shows the suspect rolled back, laid down on the restaurant floor, and stayed there. Police say he was on the ground for several minutes before giving up and leaving. Prince George's County Police are looking for the suspect. He was in the area of the restaurant in the 4000 block of Sweetland Road in Sweetland, Maryland, in the early hours of December 20th, police said. Bad luck, but they haven't busted him yet. And when was this?
So, wait.
October 2nd,
Sweet.
2018? There's no update here where they've captured him.
So he got away?
The one comment.
It
is
would
the brick okay?
seem if they caught him, they didn't bother to update the article with that.
You know, there's
media.
I should make like the string of just articles about bumbling. Well, actually, the first one that I found was actually the guy who was named the bumbling burglar, and he basically would walk up to a place like this was on camera, then walk off camera, and then walk back on camera with like pantyhose over his head, and then try to break the window, fail to break the window. By tackling it, fail to break the window, and then just kind of like walk away because he was a failure.
That is pretty sad.
That is really sad. Do the police even bother chasing the criminal down after that? They're just kind of like, oh, you know what? I think he's probably going
Posting this online is punishment enough.
Yeah.
He's immortalized now.
Yeah, well, the community will point him out and mock him.
My favorite criminals are the ones that robbed a house, but they had like toothbrushes up their asses. No,
Or-
that's an
What?
actual thing. That's an actual thing. That
I
happened like about
mean-
a decade ago, but it's still hilarious.
There's the one that happened a while ago, which was a guy who looks quite a bit like Magog, though like ginger, like a ginger Magog, and he got robbed. And the person who stole from him stole an empty bottle of like Windex, soap, a cheese grater. Really, just like mundane, nothing valuable, just everyday stuff.
Where was this? Are we sure it wasn't Magog?
I think it was Magog's in Arkansas. I want to say that this was like Georgia.
Maybe not then.
No.
But it sounds maybe it's a cousin. We should look into this some other time.
But yeah,
They were probably
like
trying
the video.
to cut cocaine if that's what they stole.
Speaking of Magog, you may recall from last Monday's SideQuest, part of the grind featured this very article. Company selling mini jacuzzi just for your testicles.
I don't hate this idea.
See, I think that what
I
will
have
happen
no
from
hate
this.
for the idea. I just find it really, really silly.
See, what I think is naturally going to come from this is like the male equivalent of Belle Delphine bathwater.
Oh no.
Goose Wayne ball water.
It's like buying a bath for your vagina. It doesn't make sense. Just
You know,
That's just
wasn't
called
there
that
an
dude.
article some time ago about women steaming their vaginas?
Yep.
oh god, no.
No,
It's
but
not
this
too
is
far
the
off.
equivalent.
Personal
This is,
snatch steamer, personal ball boiler.
No, never.
Get yours today.
Oh god, never
See,
steam
this
your,
is-
never steam your snatch.
This is just like a jacuzzi specifically for teabagging.
Look, if you would use it to prepare food, it probably shouldn't be near your genitals.
Well, how do you know that they're well done?
So, Gray, are you planning on getting a ball jacuzzi?
Can't say I'm totally into the idea.
So does that mean
That was
you're
a terrible
slow
throwback.
cooking- Does that mean you're slow cooking your balls? 'Cause,
Yes.
You know,
Well, you don't get into a bath and you're like, well, I'm gonna boil myself.
No,
I'm gonna
but
turn
like,
into human soup.
jacuzzis have a temperature control, and if you don't keep an eye on temperature control, you can
You're gonna get boiled eggs.
You can like slow boil your nuts.
It's been
if it's
proven. There have been studies on this that you can
open fire.
you can.
So would this be chestnuts roasting on an open jacuzzi?
Chestnuts boiling in an open jacuzzi. If he's not watching the temperature correctly, and yes, you can reduce the efficacy of your little swimmers at the very least, which I suppose could be a perk if you're not wanting to rush into that whole fatherhood thing.
I mean, I just want to point out, like, you know, we're not like frogs, okay? If we're not going to turn the heat up slowly, and then my balls are boiled. No, it's like, oh shit, that's really fucking hot. Ow, my balls.
Gray. What if we all are like frogs and they're putting chemicals in the jacuzzi water to turn our balls gay?
We're gonna be toilets.
I mean,
How would you know if your testicles have turned gay?
Well, I assume you wouldn't be able to get an erection unless you're looking at some
But
guy's
see,
ass.
your dick could be straight. Your balls are gay.
Well, no, it's like
Are your balls
it's,
touching each other? Because balls
it's the-
touching each other is hella gay.
oh, for fuck's sake! I said that like.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Steam.
Steam, go ahead.
No, he said it.
You stole the joke, Froman. Yep.
I stole the joke.
He steals my catchphrases, my jokes, my turtle at one point.
Money.
As has been established,
Oh.
Froman is a
He's even been
filthy,
topless
filthy
before you,
thief.
Steve.
Being black does help.
Whoa, what are you trying to say about our wonderful black community? Right?
Please,
Look, the Canadian niceness is a facade.
I want to
I-
stress that Angry Froman is not an employee of, nor does he represent the opinions or interests of Arketer Labs. Please direct all your complaints to Angry Froman himself, not to us. We don't want to hear it.
You're even stealing my controversy.
Is there no low you won't go to, Froman?
I'm still mad about
No,
this
sure
name, though.
no.
This Testacuzzi, is that really the best they could do?
Just
Testacuzzi.
there's got to be a way better pun there somewhere.
Ball koozie.
Ball washer?
See,
Ball
that's better than
polisher?
Ball water is just like, you know, what's left over in there.
Could have just called it a teapot.
There you go.
Yeah, that would work.
Nut bath? It seems like there's just going to be a
That sounds like something
wide
you would
number
do
of better
with them,
things
not,
than
do them.
Testacuzzi. The-
Douche
well-
jetter.
I did not mean to laugh at that. Do not.
It's too late, Steve. You did laugh at that.
I didn't.
Well,
You've given
I did
him
not laugh
ammo.
at that. I'm.
No
I am
one's taking
delirious.
notes and expecting, of course, the finest of humour taste from any of us, I presume.
I am half delirious from the poison. So.
And if it was my fault, I apologize. And I'm still going to make fun of you for it.
There's an advert for the Testacuzzi. Let's take a look.
Whoa. We're on YouTube, remember?
Oh, I'm pretty sure this is unilad.co.uk. Surely they're not going to do anything.
I did see the advert. It's
no,
fine.
If it's Unilad in 2019, then fuck no. Bunch of pussies.
This is going to answer some questions like, how in the hell am I supposed to use this stupid thing?
After a long day in a pair of skinny
Nut
jeans,
boiler. There's a good one.
nothing says happiness like a soothing dunk of the tea bag into a steaming hot cup of chamomile tea. After you've pitched your tent for the night, doesn't it sound delightful to sit back, relax, and dunk 2 plump marshmallows into a piping hot cup of cocoa? Not the cocoa type. Perhaps your thing is 2 olives and a fizzing martini. with the testacuzzi. Feel free to let the boys go skinny dipping, or perhaps chunky dunking is more your style. This isn't your mother's jacuzzi. Clearly, it's your father's.
So I have a question.
Testacuzzi for the nuts. But yes, question?
So the man who died with the sex cult that injects silicone into their balls, would they have an XL one for them?
They'd have to
I
get
would think the
custom.
silicon would impede the heat and be useless in this case.
Yeah, that is
Testacuzzi XL for the biggest of balls.
I'm more disturbed by the advert having the guy drink the testacuzzi water.
I don't know why they felt compelled to put so many drink metaphors into it.
Maybe it's their kink.
Maybe they just chug balls.
They are putting chemicals in there to turn the balls gay.
I mean, how many gays put balls in their mouths anyway?
Yes.
Roman, you were asked a question.
Look,
Roman, tell us how many times you put Arketer's balls in your mouth.
none.
No comment.
That requires cooperation, and it's just not forthcoming.
No.
Now,
no,
I'm
we
aware
know you
that
sleep
Froman is
nude.
creating a digital copy of me, and I cannot be held responsible for whatever he does with it. I don't want to know exactly. Presumably, he can't actually
already made
put
this.
that in his mouth, but I don't want to know.
Well, I mean, like he slept on your mustache without you knowing, so
It's true.
These are claims.
I break
and
in there countless
look,
times.
I would know. I'm pretty sure I would know, but I'm also installing a security camera in my sleeping quarters just in case.
yeah, I'm going high security too because he keeps threatening me with kink college and putting me and you in to kink college, and I'm just like, no.
Once
there's
I
nothing wrong
figure
with
out how to fix the... Because I fixed the gravity issue, but then, everything that you would touch now turns into, celery soup.
it. Listen, that relapse was a one-time thing, okay? And I don't need any kink college.
You've
Okay.
been laughing at my jokes.
Shut
It
up.
was a one-time thing till she relapses again.
Say, Gray, is there anything in chat we should be aware of?
Thank you for asking. We've got a fair few people in today. We're going to do real good. Orla Seraph, Green Badger Outdoors, Jordan Shadow Lightning, the Assassin of the Grey. We've got Jinx C, Ghost Dog 999, Nerdy Rodent, all arrived. They were not liking the the scrotal steamer. They were not liking it.
See, that's better too.
It's true.
Testacute. Like, I don't know how to pronounce the fucking name they've given it. Okay.
The phonetics are just wrong on it. Does not sound
Testacuzzi.
inviting.
That sounds like stuff you wrap around them to keep them cool.
It does not roll off the tongue.
Ballsy
Sorry
bubbler?
for the horrible
Ball
analogy
bubbler.
there.
See, now that's so much better.
See, I have good ideas sometimes.
Ball bubbler.
And if you do from
it's even fun to say. Ball bubbler.
ball bubbler,
Ball bubbler.
it just
They're
rolls off
naming-
the tongue way easier. Ball bubbler, ball bubbler.
This is...
Arketer, do you want to go on my ball bubbler? What do
We
you
can
say,
share one
Ark?
arc.
He's
You want to share a ball bubbler?
No.
bit much. I
No.
understand, mate.
No. This stops now.
Jesus.
Ark
Burn this all
obviously
the
wants
ground
to
if I
bubble
have
his
to.
balls by himself.
Yeah,
None of you are
he,
getting
like,
anywhere near my balls for any reason whatsoever. And once again, please take your heads and minds out of my pants.
Then what did I grab?
There's no room
what
for
did I
them
grab
there.
When you chased me.
Hey, look. Your wish is my command.
What? Wait, what? So what did I grab when you tased me?
Nothing. Or maybe it was your chair. I don't know. You're probably thrashing around quite a bit. I don't have any clear memories of it because if it's not on that video, I don't recall it either. Doing my best as I did to purge it from memory.
Well, it's either the balls or the arse.
All right, can we
I
go to
can't
this new
comment.
article? We go to the new article because I'm actually incredibly curious how a woman has managed to nearly kill herself with fucking fruit juice.
That's
sure
a
you just don't get
fantastic
off the
question,
ball boiling?
Gray. It has nothing to do with balls or bubbling, and at no point involves a terrible portmanteau.
It might have something to do with some plants.
Well, someone has taken this whole freshness thing way too far. But the injection caused liver, kidney, heart, and lung damage. Good news, it wasn't brain damage, though. Clearly they couldn't afford to lose anything there.
They were way ahead of the game there.
Anything else would have been just net positive, I think.
A woman in China almost died after injecting herself with a cocktail of more than 20 different fruit juices. In an effort to improve her health, a 51-year-old from Guiyang County in Shenzhou, Yunnan Province, gave herself an intravenous infusion by drip. After injecting herself with the mixture, the woman had itchy skin and rising temperature. The woman, who has an interest in unconventional health treatment, suffered liver, kidney, heart, and lung damage and was put into intensive care for 5 days, according to a report by the Chinese daily Zhaojiang Morning Herald.
Wait,
I
did
thought
that say
fresh fruits were very nutritious and that it would not do me harm by injecting them into my body, she said. I had no idea it'd get me into such trouble.
Why have you given her a southern accent?
Did that say citric?
Because it felt right.
Did they say citric? Because if so, that's that's by definition acidic.
With 20 of them, it's going to be citric and acidic acid.
It's really amazing that
her blood level is going to hit probably about a 9 instead of a 7.3. I think is your base.
Hey, she's lucky she
which
was
is incredibly dangerous.
Surviving this one in China, no less. Well, fortunately, this isn't considered a crime against the party, so I can only trust that her social credit score was high enough to get her through this, and she does seem pretty dim, so odds are high. Doctors, the affiliate hospital of Xingnan University in Hunan, removed toxins from her blood using dialysis, injecting clotting agents, and gave her antibiotics. After 5 days, her condition improved, and she was transferred from intensive care to the hospital's kidney unit and eventually discharged. Liu Zanzi, a doctor at the hospital in Hunan, said that she had been in danger of dying of multiple organ failures and sepsis. The incident caused a stir in Chinese social media where more than 11,000 users posted with the hashtag "Pound Old Woman Puts Juice into Veins."
That's such a long hashtag.
I can
probably
assume
nicer in
it's
Chinese.
shorter in Chinese?
It must be.
Which, you need to think, that's usually, the shorter something is, the more it's used, just, as a pragmatic thing. So, if it is shorter in Chinese, how much shorter, and how often is it used?
Hopefully not.
Considering the number of
often.
stories we've heard about people injecting themselves with stuff like this to get healthy, it's probably like a one symbol thing.
Yeah. I mean, coffee enemas.
And it's just dumbass.
Hey,
Why
look,
can't we get the good things inside our body the normal way?
it's just flattering and good to hear something that did not happen in the US. And
In
Florida is probably breathing a great big sigh of relief that this is not a Florida man or woman article.
I mean, opium's healthy for you. I mean, it's in cough medicines and all this stuff, and
Ultimate Steampunk London, just
And we've lost Steam for a moment. She'll be back in 2.
the camera was not supposed to go on.
You fell, so stop dying.
The camera was not supposed to go on. Okay.
Now we see a little technical difficulties card going over.
what just happened here? I just heard a clatter and then an empty spot where Steam normally would have been.
See, she only gets a chair with 2 legs. She can't afford.
Carry on the stream as normal.
All right then. You know, I do. Say, Steam, do you recall which celebrity it was that was so big on juice cleanses? Do any of you?
Gwyneth Paltrow? If it's anyone, it's her.
Well, I mean, I'd assume she did that at some point, but...
Because I'm thinking that could be where this person got it from. I mean, if it cleanses out your intestines if you drink it, what can it do for your vascular system?
Well, I think spirit science is very is very into juice cleanses.
Spirit Science, is that the one where they do like the little animations of like the people, and it's like Voth, the Egyptian god Voth, being like reincarnated today as this randomer?
I don't know. They do animations, like they do like
It's not
The
stick
moon's
figure.
a giant egg, I believe, is one of theirs.
They
Yeah,
do
it's
animations
them.
and- yeah, they think that we used to be immortal beings, and then suddenly something happened,
Yep.
and then we're no longer immortal.
Oh.
Silly stupid like that.
So,
We-
nerdy rodent in chat has come up with a pretty incredibly terrible but fun pun. Why did the woman inject orange, banana, and grape juice into her veins? She couldn't find a date.
Fantastic.
Well said.
I love it,
Indeed.
rodent. I love it.
It's good. It's good. I grant. Yeah, that's a extraordinary. Your attempt there.
Yeah, that's just gonna literally eat away your veins. They're
Yeah.
only able to accept up to like 7.8 in acidity and down to 6.8 in base before they start to erode away, causing vascular damage of massive proportions. Your heart goes, your liver goes, your kidneys go. It's pretty nasty to have your body eaten away from the inside by a mild acid.
Yeah.
Who needs those?
Oh, hail, mysterious person.
Oh, greetings, means of destruction. Welcome. Yes, we've been joined by the Prime Minister of Canada this time, Memes.
Oh, hello, Mr. Trudeau. Congratulations on your re-election.
Thank you.
So, Justin, sorry, Trudeau, why are you pussy again?
So that's soy milk
mean-
drinks.
You know, he may be subject
mean-
gender, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't gain
I-
secret knowledge
I think-
this way.
I think pussy is a little bit too gendered. We need to make this more gender neutral.
See, I just thought it was George Washington with like a sock on his face. Oh dear.
Why are you such a giant axe wound, Froman?
No, you?
I has axe.
Well, you said you didn't want a gendered term.
Front hole. There we go.
I believe
think I
it's,
remember there was a push to make it front hole in textbooks.
Yeah. It's that's a callback to like an open mic article made from months ago in Times Yonder, you know?
You know, it makes me really wish I had loaded up the article about the push to teach Seattle children about the oppressive nature of mathematics.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of those. I love it.
What? Math is hard.
We should do that Saturday.
maybe I
I'll
should-
get Froman Spurg on that.
That's a pretty big deal. Is that on the page
I will
pages from
fight
him?
you all. I believe there are a few of them. Yeah. Let me look one up quick. Like,
Yeah, we'll dig that up because that seems like something we do need to discuss. Mass press,
woman
y'all.
who married Tetris. I know there's more.
Oh dear.
Jews.
I like jewels.
No, Jews.
Oh, shalom.
Exactly.
How have you been,
No,
Memes?
there's-
Oh, I've been doing. I've been taking care of some stuff and things and traveling across the net, searching far and wide. Each individual we come upon, something Pokemon.
I have no idea what you meant by any of that, but I'm
Neither
sure
did I.
we were discussing something on the stream, I believe yesterday. I'm sorry I wasn't able to join you about that. Was a battle plan found for the DMC?
I mean, it involves like telling the truth,
Oh,
standing up for principles,
Yeah.
and it
Not a
could
chance.
happen.
Yes, and I could win the lottery, so could anyone here. It's technically possible. I just, wouldn't hold your breath.
You know, like the majority of people who actually win the lottery end up being in massive debt and actually become way worse than what they used to be before they won the lottery.
My
Oh,
friend did.
absolutely.
He's no longer with us.
That's what happens with new money.
Well, Yeah, the majority of people who win the lottery are usually people who can't handle money.
Especially the people who get it are the people who don't deserve it. Great.
Well, I mean, if you sit there and keep playing the lottery with like 100 tickets every time, you're obviously not that good with money.
I can't find it,
didn't-
but here's just like the reason article.
Memes. I'm saying the majority of people. I'm not saying your friends specifically. I'm just saying
Oh
majority.
no! I hear you, but then again, I did also go to college where it was still, I think, whatever it was before Mega Millions. And there was a little old lady that worked as a housekeeper by the coffee shop, and she actually hit $200 million, or like 197 million.
I remember that.
Powerball.
She went to work next week because she wanted to put in her 2-week notice because that's what you do. And then so many people kind of started harassing her, so she didn't finish her 2 weeks.
Yeah, most states are required to publish the winner's name as part of the publicity for it. So,
Going back to the previous topic, the DNC, Memes, do you know if there's a Deadpool running on the odds of Miss Gabbard?
That is an interesting. Actually, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to cover some of those things, because I saw you bring that up the other day, where apparently it looks like Secretary Clinton was, at least in my mind, inferring that Miss Gabbard's was potentially a Russian asset. So
Look,
when she said, "Go on,"
yeah, I seem to remember it was pretty clear who they meant, and certainly the media has verified it. And all of the clapping seals in the cult not only have agreed, but have been attacking Miss Gabardinsky.
Well, that is very interesting, and yes, I appreciate the Russian ending to her name there. But the very interesting
it's not
thing
my
is,
work. It was one of the program individuals I saw on Twitter. I can't take credit for it.
I
Did you see
appreciate it.
there's a campaign to get a... There's a woman and her last name... Wait, have we already talked about this? Are you talking about the one with the controversial last name? Or...
No.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay, well, there's this woman and her last name is pronounced Nazi, but the thing is that her name is actually spelled differently, and because she's from a different country. And there's a campaign, and basically the SJW mob is trying to force her to change her last name into something more appropriate, even though not the word Nazi from her country is not the same thing as Nazi in England and America.
It's spelled different. It actually probably sounds like Nat C. That's what it sounds like there. But my big thing is, Director, just kind of taking a step back real quick, is okay, so we have former Secretary of State, Secretary Clinton, basically inferring that a currently serving major in the United States Air Force or Air Reserve or Guard is potentially a Russian asset. I just see, for me, I think back and I'm like, okay, we're Russians. Well, if Russians are bad, then didn't the Clinton campaign ended up buying opposition research from the Bush campaign at the time, which was based upon a report written by a foreign agent whom gained his information through Russian agents whom were paid for salacious information?
And we're talking about Steele, also a certain measure from 4chan.
There's also Clinton sold the Russians a bunch of uranium. There's, with Tulsi being, the Clintons sold Russians uranium.
Wait, in the 90s or the 2000s? Because
in like
it's really
2012.
important which... 2012?
Like 2012. Yeah,
okay, that's
somewhere
not as
around there.
bad, because if they did it in the 90s, then that would have been way worse.
Well, it makes them more hypocritical, though, when
Oh yeah, no, it makes them way more hypocritical. What I'm saying is if they dealt with them in the 90s, oh boy, it wouldn't be a Russia anymore, let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I thought that was China. I thought it was in like 69 when the Russians came up to us and were like, hey, China, would you care to go all in with us? And we're like, no. they were suggesting we nuke China off the map, which we should not, because we should try to avoid genocide.
Yes. And besides, that's just infringing upon the Chinese national sport.
Anyway, we would kill the North. Not sorry. We would kill the people of Hong Kong, which is annoying because that's where I do business with them.
Well, we all wish Hong Kong well. And again,
Well,
it's important. I think
like-
everyone should, who has any taste whatsoever, should do their best to, as soon
I
as
like-
possible, get banned in China.
Well, here's the thing. I like Hong Kong because every time I go to China, they try and make me eat dog on the stairs, and I don't really want to do that. And they don't really give me good deals. And whenever I go to Hong Kong, they actually feed me nice food like chicken and fish and noodles with
Okay.
their chopsticks.
Right.
I still say that we have an untapped military force in chickens.
And the
I mean,
opium
chickens
trade-
outnumber.
And the opium
Penguins.
trade is so much nicer.
Okay. Noted. We're going to move on to discuss this in the remaining time. Make sure we get into it properly. Seattle's public schools will start teaching that math is oppressive. The new ethnic studies curriculum will teach students that, quote unquote, ancient mathematical knowledge has been appropriated by Western culture.
To some degree, they're not wrong. Like,
Well, if it was possible to appropriate things where people can't use them anymore, then yes, I suppose so. But wow.
well, like for instance, the first instance of a geometric series was like in the 5th century. Surprisingly enough, to organize a harem, but
That makes
Sounds
sense.
appropriate to me.
Hey, sex has been a major driving force of science throughout history.
it's true.
I don't mind abolishing math. If I can't do math, then fuck it.
Well, that's part
You
of the
can't-
joke, in my opinion. Math is a deeply frustrating subject for many elementary and high school students, but Seattle public schools are gearing up to accuse math of a litany of more serious crimes. Imperialism, dehumanization, and oppression of marginalized persons. I've seen people arguing with likes of Kathy Young on Twitter about how, yes, this is absolutely the case. Math has been used to oppress people, ergo, math is oppressive.
See, like, if you want to argue that, like, things have been, like, credit has been taken away from the Eastern world, because the Eastern world has done things mathematically that centuries before the West has done them. Like,
See, I would say math is liberating, which is the exact problem of math, and we should get rid of it.
Well, someone might agree with you here. The district has proposed new social justice-infused curriculum that would focus on quote-unquote power and oppression and quote-unquote history of resistance and liberation within the field of mathematics. The curriculum isn't mandatory, but provides a resource for teachers who want to introduce ethnic studies in the classroom via the math, according to Education Week. Seattle's 4-page framework is still in the proposal stage. If adopted, its ideas will be included in existing math classes as part of the district's broader effort to infuse ethnic studies into all subjects across the K-12 spectrum. Tracy Castro-Gill, Seattle's ethnic studies director, said her team hopes to have frameworks completed in all subjects by June for board approval. If the frameworks are approved, teachers will be expected to incorporate those ideas and questions into the math they teach beginning next fall. Castro-Gill said no district-wide or mandated math ethnic studies curriculum is planned, but groups of teachers are working with representatives of local community organizations to write instructional units for teachers to use if they wish. I was definitely on the forefront with this, said Robert Q. Berry III, president of National Council of Teachers of Mathematics. What they're doing follows the line of work we hope it can move forward as we think about the history of math and who contributes to that, while also deepening students' connection with identity and agency. The proposal is drawn on fire from the right. Oh no. Also the left, but they don't. That's not politically useful. The American conservative Rod Dreher referred to it tricely as quote-unquote woke math. This is, of course, batshit insane. Like saying...
see, I'm questioning, like, so ethnic math, would that be like if I have 5 slaves and I kill
You're already a
off
racist.
4, how many do I have left?
You're
Unless
already
you're
a...
Libya, that shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing anyways.
Wait,
No.
hang on, I know this. 2, right?
Oh god.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
sure.
the one that's left, and whoever answered the question.
No. See, here's the thing about math. So I didn't understand math halfway through the 6th grade because one day our teacher was like, "You don't need to know this now, but it'll be useful later." So I just kind of blew off the class, was just kind of drawing in my little notebook and stuff, and I never learned how to cross multiply fractions and stuff. And then when we got to 7th grade, my teacher was like, "Since you know how to cross multiply fractions, here, have some letters." And then I swear, I literally had a couple of classes where kids would literally just turn around. I'd be sitting there just staring at the paper. They would do it for me. And seeing as several of my teachers had like mental breakdowns and we had substitutes and stuff like that, they kind of just let it happen. I'm like, I didn't cheat. They just kind of did my test for me. I'd already put my name on it. I'm like, oh, okay, everyone can see what's happening. And then when I got to an upper level finance class and they put like a dollar sign on it and like a reason to invest after getting a C in my first class, then basically I pretty much like aced everything else. And I'm like, oh, I know calculus. Well, then nuclear physics.
No one ever taught me. No one ever taught me math.
See,
No,
and just like that, I have the future so bright, I've got to wear shades stuck in my head. Amazing.
I do have a tutoring service, Steam. If you never need an artist to teach you math.
I don't.
Well, Steam, you know, this is important. You need to own all your skills. You never know it'll be handy, especially
It's true.
when you're running any sort of empire. You're going to have to deal with some logistics inevitably, or else your assistants will absolutely loot your treasury. But here's my observation
Shut up,
regarding.
I don't need her knowing I'm embezzling.
Stop
Sorry.
mansplaining at
Didn't
me,
you-
Arketer. Fucking mansplainer. Fucking sexist.
Returning to the article, I want to ask a quick question right here. What do you think the odds are of someone named Robert Q. Berry III having attended public school?
Oh, 95%.
95%. You think it's very likely they attended private school?
See, in statistics, you have the 95% rule, which is, well, I use it to say, you know, you should never be 100% certain, at the very most 95.
Well, 3 standard deviations, like what, like 88, 92% and a half or so.
So you
Something like
might think that maybe this person who's named Robert Q. Berry III, who's president of the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, who's establishing these policies for public schools, had nothing to do with the public school himself?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, because as long as you have the executive experience, it's not like you need to know actually how the things work, right?
Well, see, one problem. When I first heard about this, I had one very clear idea. Boy, wouldn't this be a really clever way to ensure all those public school peasants never pose a threat to my children in the public sector?
Oh, you think he's a mole?
I don't know. I think if you are part of an established family with a very proud legacy that names their children Robert Q. Berry III, maybe you prefer your private school educated little heirs to have an edge over the unwashed peasants going to public school. And let's say you have control over what they learn in public school and think, what if we taught them that math was oppressive and racist?
Well, that would be
Well,
wrong.
you know, that's basically where the feminists are right now. Only they kind of have a level of disassociation with it because they'll blame Barbie. It's Barbie and then math. Math is bad because Barbie said math is bad, and Barbie's bad, so it's good, but we can't have things be logical, so math is also bad.
Isn't there a math teacher Barbie?
Potentially.
Okay.
There's an everything Barbie.
Yes, I think Barbie's is that. I suppose the only thing Barbie hasn't officially done is stripper Barbie, dog walker Barbie, meth
I'm
lab
waiting-
Barbie.
No, they did a dog walker.
I'm waiting for Big Bang Barbie, which could be
One star
either.
Barbie?
Yes, no, but Big Bang Barbie. It's Barbie that just turns into everything.
Now, you say that, however, I think we're only referencing it to the official releases, because all I
Yes.
know is if China and other places exist, there's likely whatever you want or could think of.
Yes, I'm pretty
Many of them in
sure
like-sized portions as well.
if there's a Barbie that doesn't exist officially for what you want a Barbie to exist for, someone will make it for you. I believe that's one of the reasons Etsy exists.
Wait, what? The
true.
German sex dolls? Why are we talking about German sex dolls?
Wait, they got licensing from Mattel? Oh god.
Oh, unofficial. Or I wouldn't be surprised. After all, the Barbies they start with, I'm sure, are official.
I believe they're called Barbara. Copyright issues.
Probably safer that way. So, suffice to say, I don't think these elites are really terribly concerned about, ensuring that the younger generations in public school are more...
How did that go from math to Barbie?
Hang on, I need to read this. Jinx says, I'm waiting for back Wally abortion Barbie.
Yeah,
Back alley abortion Barbie.
That's fantastic.
Hold on a second. Is that Wally or Allie?
Allie.
Because
Allie.
both of those things
Allie.
are horrible.
Oh god.
I think you'll probably sooner see abortionist Barbie.
Well,
Planned
sure,
Parenthood
That's
Barbie.
just a subset
Back
of
alley
Dr.
abortion
Barbie.
Barbie comes with her own coat hangers.
we're all going to hell
And a handbasket.
Oh, no.
on a bullet train.
Eating children has never been this fabulous.
Does she eat them into the back of her convertible?
No. That was a modest proposal. I believe that was called satire. We don't actually eat children.
So wait,
I mean, there's already
Except for Venice
pregnant-
sometimes.
Look, let's
How-
hope not. I personally, this is why elites tend to scare me, because they has a certain prestige in doing things that are legal and or horrifying, getting away with it. This is why I am very concerned with the apparent stupidity of the elites, because they seem like just the sort of people who would pull that crap. And certainly the Epstein case didn't reassure me.
See, this is why I'm better than the elites, because I'm illegal.
You're an illegal elite?
wait.
I'm not illegal.
I think we should deport you, Steam.
No, not illegal in that way.
So are you a bootleg dictator then?
Strictly speaking,
I
Steam is
am
so illegal,
an inspiring
reality
dictator.
itself
Thank you very
rejects
much.
them.
So you're second rate.
Reality does not reject me.
I
I
think
will-
she's grossly offended. Don't you ever go to the UK because she could have you arrested.
Oh, are you going to
you-
participate in the next
No,
the next
I
UN
got
presentation
the-
about cyber
No, this is what's gonna happen if he ever comes to my neck of the woods. Instead of killing him or even imprisoning him, I will chain him to my bed.
Me or Ark?
You can have
Oh.
Froman, but I'm not cooperating with that. If I show up in your neck of the woods, it
I
will be
I don't need your cooperation.
I'm going to have a security detail with me if that ever happens. I guarantee it.
Consent
It's going to be a good
matters.
one. I'm probably not going to be there in person. If I am, we're probably going to be rocking some pretty nice exo armor. I don't know how that could ever happen, but no. I will not wind up chained to your bed. I will eat all the bullets.
So, director,
So you like
you've been reviewing his historical archives of Exo Squad, then.
That was an excellent
Dude,
cartoon.
you're
Very
having a-
inspiring.
Regression.
I like it.
I've always loved exo armor. I'm a huge fan of mechs, as some people may be aware of. My fondness for Vox Machina and everything from MechWarrior. Although not the latest MechWarrior games, sadly, because not really a MechWarrior game anymore.
Was Two Mercenaries the height of mech warriorness?
Unfortunately.
I would agree, actually. MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries was the best MechWarrior experience that I can personally recall.
Me too.
Yeah. To be
I
honest,
think most of
MechWarrior
the community
4
would agree on that.
MechWarrior 3 wasn't bad. That had some next-gen effects. You could have mechs actually fall down if one of the legs gets taken out. That was nice. But it was MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries that really...
Yeah.
Nothing like
Nailed
loading
it.
up like a little Firefly with just massive jump jets and a whole crap ton of machine guns. And it's like, all right, as long as we take out the leg of this 100-ton mech, we got this.
See, I'll reveal some embarrassing past lore myself. I was a very serious MechWarrior player. I had an honor system. I never shot the legs. I cored out those torsos with record speed, but never shot the legs.
But That's you're throwing away such a good advantage. I used to play
I
Raven
know,
with
but it was a
fucking
lot more
heavy laser,
satisfying.
large laser.
That
I
was
turned that
really-
thing into a sniper bird.
Well, my honor had some limits. For instance, I was very good at making use of jump jets to hide where I actually was, depending on what I was being seen. So that's basically metagaming. So it's honor with caveats.
Yeah.
They couldn't hit
Well,
me because they never knew where I actually was. So in return, I just made a point of only ever taking them out by their heads or torso.
That's like a rogue saying, yes, I never attack anyone below half health. And it's like, backstab, oh, kidney punch, backstab, back, oh, sapped you again. And then, yeah, rinse and repeat.
That was a bit
I
too
got the
complex for me to
combos
follow,
out of
but I'll take your word for it. Meanwhile, I'm sad to report that we are out of time. Those of you who are tuned in and on the Direwolf Media Network, please stay tuned for the Direwolf Gaming Wednesday. I believe that's how it usually goes, in about 3 hours. Never quite remember. Never quite handy for it myself. But please stay tuned for that. Also, I will be live again tomorrow with the Thursday SCP stream going out on my main YouTube channel. I would like to thank everyone for joining me, Grave managing the chat, Justin Trudeau for gracing us with their horrible, horrible presence,
I try.
Ezub, and of course Memes of Destruction, and I'm missing someone. Anyone else?
Miss Steam?
Who's that?
Oh, right.
I don't remember her. Sounds like a trap.
You know, Arketer, after our War foreplay thing, I'm just gonna do horrible things to you.
You know, Ark, Jinx has offered you a nice place in her dungeon. Apparently it's got cable.
That's
I'll
true.
wind up there before I wind up chained to Steam's bed, I can guarantee you that much.
Would you like that, Daddy?
It'll be like Air D&D.
Okay, that's it.
Air Dungeons and
Everyone out of the
Destruction.
pool. Until next time, our Sizzling Progress continues. Cheers!
Everyone out of the
Oh,
out of
God.
the jacuzzi.
Turtle power.
Oh,
See you later.
Daddy.